Hey guys, it's Aurora with Lavender, Hazelwood witches. Welcome. First, I would like to mention thank you to everybody who's supported Morley along the way with comments and even some gifts that have been sent from Chris and from Rick. Thank you so much for thinking of him and, I don't know, including him in your life. He's doing okay. He's on meds, which are keeping him stable for now, so which is good. I also would like to thank everybody who consistently comes back to check in on him and comments and just is a regular contributor to the community here. So today I'm going to go over a dog remedy. It's a people remedy too. It's a people and dog remedy that can be useful for indigestion, stomach ulcers, IBD, things like that, diarrhea, things like that. Because my mom's dog Eli has been having a lot of stomach issues, so I have a little concoction that helps the digestive tract. Yeah. I feel really ugly today. I'm sorry. I hate being vain about this, about the video, but it's just, you know, when you don't feel good about yourself and maybe it's the color and the sweater. I don't know. Well, does this help? Anyway, so this tea or infusion is with calendula, which we've talked about before, in a salve, as well as marshmallow root. In this particular tea, all you're going to need is a teaspoon of calendula flowers, a teaspoon of marshmallow root, and a cup of hot water. If you want to do a tablespoon of each, then you can do a couple cups of hot water, boiling water. Calendula has antiseptic properties and calming of the digestive tract. And marshmallow root also is an antispasmodic, is that what it's called? It also calms the respiratory system and also the urinary tract and the digestive tract, because it creates sort of this this kind of slime that coats everything as it goes down. So what it does is it protects the inner, it creates sort of a lining that helps the system work better and feel better. So Morley also has the growth, the tumor is in his mouth and it's right by his tooth. So when he barks, he hits it and he makes it bleed. So I've been using this tea as a wash in his mouth too. I just squirt it in with a syringe and it helps sterilize, or it's because his mouth has a lot of germs. So, it's helped since I've been doing it. We haven't had any blood, which is great. Maybe that's too much information. I don't know. Getting down and dirty in here. Body parts. I was gonna say farting, though nobody's farted yet. Blood, saliva, digestive stuff. And as always, you can always put your intention into whatever healing thing that you're making. So your tea, you can always set an intention and create a spell around it. And it's just as simple as this is healing for the body, or this is healing for whoever drinks it, or it does its job and packs a punch, or just a feeling of peace and calm and well-being too. If you infuse yourself with that feeling as you make it, and you think and feel good while doing it, it's as simple as that. I quite like matching up the medicinal properties with the magical if I can. It makes a lot of sense to me because it feels in alignment, whereas some things don't. I feel like there's something else I wanted to talk about. Oh, you know, where's my book? Where's my planner with my notes? Here it is. Oh, if you think about like putting an intention into something, into what you do, which is literally just activating the spiritual aspect of life and paying attention to it and acknowledging that it's there and that it has something to contribute. So if we talk about intention, an intention starts usually as a thought, right? As a desire, as a thought. Oh, I'd like to do this. Okay. Hey, I'd like to do this. Great. So there's your desire and your intention, assuming that you take it a step forward. And, it starts with a thought or a feeling. And so a thought is the seedling of anything. It's the start of creating anything. It is the very beginning point of magic. Well, maybe it's not. Maybe it's the beginning point is in the primordial soup of where everything comes from. But when we set an intention as a human, we reach in and we pull something out and we say, aha, this is the thing. And it starts in here. It starts as a thought. It starts as a vision. It starts as something that is unmanifest in the physical world, right? We can't see it, but we also can't see wind. We can only feel it. We can see the effects of it, but we can't actually see wind, right? So our thoughts are the seedlings. They are the magician card in the tarot deck. And the inner vision, the thoughts, the inner vision are a thing. And I think that's the one thing that was sort of something I had to sort of travel into and get through was starting to see my inner world as its own place to be, its own location. And the characters who visit inside of the inner world are just as valid as what's happening in the physical world. They're just two different places. You visit the inner terrain, you're going to have a certain set of experiences. There are certain laws. In the physical 3D, you're going to have a completely different set of experiences. I've learned that physical 3D and the inner world, which includes thoughts, visions, feelings, they actually work hand in hand. And an entity that you see in your inner vision or your inner feeling, and when I say entity, I mean spirit. And when I say spirit, I mean energy, a certain imprint of energy. Like you have a spirit, a plant has a spirit. I mean, this is coming from an animist point of view, right? My book has a spirit because it was born as a certain thing. It looks and feels like a certain thing, but and I contribute to it, and it creates a certain feeling, a certain experience with it. Everything has a spirit. Everything is a thing. A thought is a thing. So looking at our inner world, our inner vision, our feelings, our thoughts in this way helps us see the correlation between the inner world and the physical world and the bridge between the two, how one is the seedling of the other, or one is the very beginning of the other. And it's often comes down to just energetic quality about everything. Like in dreams, you have really whacked out visual inner experiences. If you dream, right? You have like an inner world and things that happen that are like kind of crazy. Like you would never experience that in the physical world. Like you fly or you jump off a roof and you're fine, or the kinds of relationships you have with people that are transferred from the physical world into your dream world tend to be really different than your relationship in the physical world. If you look at the energy behind them both, you'll see that it correlates. But you may be doing something like really weird, like having an intimate relationship with your brother. In the physical world, that wouldn't happen, but the laws are different. It's not this. You don't have the same boundaries and the same constructs in the inner world. So I guess what I'm trying to say is everything is energy. Thoughts are things, and our intention starts as a thought, and it is transmitted into the physical, and it is a thing just like a physical thing is. Okay, lecture done. That's been sort of swimming around in my mind for a bit, is wanting to talk about that. I hope I did it justice. I have to go back and look. Anyway, let me know if you try this marshmallow and calendula infusion with your dog. P.S. Don't use it on your cat. If you have a diabetic dog, don't use marshmallow because it'll elevate the sugar in their body. Excuse me. So those are a couple words of the wise. I will leave links in the description box below from what is it called? Dogs Naturally magazine or something like that, where they talk about marshmallow and calendula use for your dogs. And if I would like to do kind of a community shout out at some point. So if you would like to leave your links to your YouTube channels or something you want attention on, leave it in the comment section, and in the next video I will do a little roundup. I'd like to get more community involvement. All right, that's it. Have a good weekend or rest of your day. All right, bye.